Good morning. Welcome to Tech Turks. Today I have Tola Adegbite, who is the founder and the creative director of Turfah, a fashion brand that provides beautiful clothing for men and women. Tola, welcome to Tech Turks. So just tell us, like how we start. I mean, how did we get here? So what inspired you to start Turfah, and how is it going?
Okay, my background is in the creative. I studied graphic design and visual communications in college. So I graduated, I worked in the creative studio, did design for a while, moved to PR, moved to interior design, and then furniture design. So I worked through the whole space of just exploring areas that I liked. But I was in furniture for 5 to 6 years, and I just wasn't fulfilled because I was doing interior, I was doing furniture design, and I realized I wanted to change, and I couldn't figure out what it was. So I took a break. And all my life, I realized I'd been sketching clothing as a child up until I had loads of books, but I never thought of it as anything until I decided that maybe I should just one day try and make one outfit and see how that goes. So then I did. And Turfah was born because I got a lot of good reaction and everybody wanted similar or same. So I decided to explore that side for me.
So tell me, what makes, I mean, fashion industry is a very competitive industry. You're competing with local, you're competing with foreign names, and especially, I think the market segment in which you're focusing on is actually highly competitive. So what makes Turfah different?
I think Turfah just makes a bit of a bolder statement with color, with shapes. It's very modern and also a little bit retro. So when you see someone in Turfah, they immediately just stand out, no matter where they are, and people are curious.
So you don't. So do I say Turfah and say that might be a Turfah? I don't have to see one big logo that we see these days that that prevents me from actually buying a dress that I like, but
Yeah, no, we make statements, bold statements with color, with structure, and very modern. So it's something that you will identify as either you know it or you wonder what is it.
In terms of success, it must be. How do you create awareness for? How do you create awareness? How do you commercialize it? Because it must be intensive from even time and capital.
I guess with today's world, Instagram seems to be king for fashion. So basically, having a good Instagram account, and then having some personalities where your outfit helps. Very dramatic.
So are they happy to actually do that and promote your name? Because people, of course, people take pictures on Instagram, but not many people actually promote what they're wearing. I don't know. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I think it's half and half. You have those people who are not very interested in that, and then you have those who understand what that is, and they like the attention it brings them as individuals. So
tell me, in terms of how many clothes do you produce a year? How much do you sell, and what limits it, and how much do you want to do, and what's the future looking like?
I think we make at least maybe 40 outfits a month.
Yeah.
And for me, it's just the start. I'm trying to do a lot more. So I've recently expanded my production, added more tailors, added more machines. So we're doing it gradually. Yeah.
So is it human intensive or machine intensive, Turfah? And so if you're going to expand, because you have to expand, are you going to expand through the Turfah brand, or do you have other initiatives coming up?
Yes, it's both human and machine. I don't know. It's half and half. So for expansion, you need to get more people and more machines. I think the most challenging is getting actually bigger space that costs a lot more. And as for my growth strategy, I've introduced a diffusion line called Oka.
Okay.
This is targeted towards the more mass market because I find that there's a lot of interest as well, especially amongst young people who like the brand, who wish to wear it, but they can't afford it. So I came up with a brand Oka, which I'm about to launch early next year, but it's...
Congratulations.
Thank you. So we're testing it out now, so it's being sold. So having some people wear it out to create awareness. And the response is really good. So that's where I think we'll get a bigger reach.
Which medium? So is it going to be the same way you sell Turfah that you're going to sell Oka, or are you going to go online for that?
Oh, definitely online.
How are you going to deal with demand? Because like once you're online, so that's how are you going to ensure that your supply meets with demand? Because it's a completely different animal from the people that close set of customers that you have that you can deal with 40 dresses per month. How do you deal with that?
Yeah, so in the past 6 months, we've been expanding back production. So getting new people, more machines, obviously, and also getting courier services signed up.
So for that logistic
for
delivery?
The logistics part.
Okay.
And yeah, so we're kind of prepared. That's why we're waiting this long to launch.
So I'm going to ask a question. Is there anything that can be done, do you think, from a Nigerian perspective, that would help facilitate the fashion industry in Nigeria? And what are the limitations for you as a business in Nigeria versus if your business was situated somewhere in a developed Western world?
I don't know. I just think that maybe technology, I don't know whether the target market has the access to technology as they should. I mean, I don't know. But I think that with that would help. Also, I think maybe there's a bigger market outside of Nigeria just because of spending power generally. So the challenge for Oka is to try and get the price point right, because really that's the issue. I think we have the people that want it. It's just a matter of what can they afford, and because it's a bit challenging these days in Nigeria, so it's just finding a way to make it more affordable and also to be aspirational, because I'm not a big fan of fast fashion, which is what is dominating the fashion world, especially in Nigeria, where people buy very cheap things and it's sort of disposable. Yeah. My own philosophy on fashion.
Or people buy very expensive things and they can only wear it once, and it's because fashion dies.
Yes,
so
exactly.
So would you say that Turfah, when I wear a Turfah, I can put it in my closet and a year later wear it, so exactly. The value is beyond that occasion?
Yes, because to me, Turfah is like an Oka will be classics. They're cool. They have like a hint of what's going on today, but it's also like something that would stand the
test of time.
Yes. So that's the whole philosophy, and that's why we also pick fabrics that are quality fabrics. Even if they're affordable, they're not going to be like, they will last. So you want it to be something that can be vintage, something that people can give their sisters, their children, and some of the things that people will look in their closet that have collected this clothing as something of pride because it's of quality.
So there's the quality of the material, there's also the supply. And so is the material local, foreign, or a combination of both? And how do we also increase that local production of quality material?
Oh yeah, the fabrics are sourced, from everywhere, anywhere in the world. I go to fairs and I pick nice fabrics, but we produce here. Okay. So production is purely here. I don't know with growth, I don't know if I will have to go somewhere else in Africa, but it will be mainly here.
So, the federal government has, I think, especially with central bank, the intervention fund, they're being very bullish on helping and promoting the fashion industry. What do you think about that, and where do you think that that Turfah can leverage from that?
Absolutely, I'm actually in the process.
Okay.
With expansion, of course, which is where I am. You need a little bit of a break. Yeah. So that will really support. Yes. Exactly. So that will really come in handy, and that will help me propel Oka brand to where I want it to be. So,
final question, Oka. So this time next year, what would you want to have achieved with that Oka brand that we're actually looking forward to its launch?
First, I'd like to create a lot of awareness from now. Oka target market is very young, very cool. So you have to do what you have to do to get their attention. Right now, we're gonna start selling on Instagram.
Okay.
Now, so by next year, hopefully, a lot of people will know that the brand exists.
Well, thank you very much for coming on and Tech Turks, and we'll continue the conversation offline.